remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Told me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart, can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday as well. But this is Sold Out, where, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. Speaking of Sold Out, we got the Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it's free to sign up, where, of course, we continue the sneaker talk. talk. But not only that, we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already talking about it in the sold out Discord, which brings tonight's topic, right? Is this the end of the Nike sneakers app, right? Okay. I've seen a plethora of videos already to the point where I'm probably sick to my stomach and to the point where I sound like I'm hating, but here I am live talking about it. So we're going to talk about this. What's next for Nike, the big changes. It's no secret, right? Pretty much the sneaker market has been on a downward spiral for, to be honest, in my opinion, we've seen it actually since 2022. Now that people are starting to speak out more and more, and one of the people that we've seen that spoke out on Twitter, aka X, which I think is just X now, is one of the people were saying that they seen that they got laid off. And actually, I saw another person that I don't subscribe to, but it happened when I was watching a lot. I always watch a lot of YouTube, period, point blank, period. So anyway, this came across my feed of a person that literally they made a video that they got laid off at like working for Nike for like behind the scenes type of work, but they were saying what they're gonna do, right? Okay, and to be honest, it didn't even register in my brain. And then honestly, he dropped the video 9 days ago, right? So I'm not gonna play it, but I am gonna show the video up on the screen. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. I'm also gonna open up the panel on the Sold Out Discord and have you guys come in and get you guys 2 cents on what's next. What's the next wave for this joint right here? So we're gonna get the party started, and I'm gonna cover the first topic first, right? And then we'll go probably like that 30-minute mark. I'm going to set up the Discord, and then we'll close out with a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases. But first topic I'm going to cover tonight easily is going to be JD and, where am I looking? It's going to be JD Sports quietly closes 61 Hibbett stores last year, right? Another 174 are on the chopping block. So again, it's not just Nike and sneakers that's going through this stuff, right? Okay. It's a plethora of other stores. And I've said this from time and time again, right? If Nike is the head honcho and they're starting to feel the pain, anything underneath it is going to be feeling the exact same thing. Point blank, period, man. So let's see what we got in the building real quick. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals looking good. The stream is looking like it's looking good as well. And we'll start with the first topic. But let me see what I got in the building. Looks like we got Thomas Goldring Jr. in the building. Says, Jones, I'm watching the game. Salutes to you in the chat. Appreciate that, big dog. And we got Wildboy SK in the building. Says, yo, what up, Wildboy? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. And also we have Slayer in the building. Says, yo, Sneaker Squad 100. What up, Slayer? What up? We got my homie Manny with the kicks in the building. Says, Europe. What up, Manny? What's Gucci, man? So yeah, we're going to start on the first topic. And then as y'all coming in and out, don't forget to smash the like button. And then, like I said, to make sure we stay within that hour mark, because I know how it is when I bring you guys up on the stage, man. Everybody got to get their 2 cents in, so I want to make sure we all have enough time. I've been keeping up with what's floating around, but to keep it 100, everybody's kind of been repeating the same thing. We've had updates come up, so I'm going to make sure I try to hit all as much as I can, right? So let's go ahead and dive right in, right at this 15-minute mark that I'm at, and then at the 30-minute mark, hopefully it doesn't take me too long to cover this story, and then we'll get the party started. So give me a few seconds. I'm going to share my screen, and yeah, man, we'll get the party started. So sharing my screen right here. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen right here. You guys let me know. Again, audio and visual should be looking good. But it says JD Sports quietly closes 61 Hibbett sports stores last year. Keep in mind, JD Sports, they did a lot of buying up too recently, right? They acquired Hibbett's, right? Remember that, ironically, they buy them up just to close them. That's kind of suspect to me too, which I'm not surprised. Also, Finish Line, remember they acquired them. If you look at a Finish Line in the mall now, I mean, it's not on the level of what it once was, but I thought the plan, and we haven't heard too much talk about this. Looks like we just got a new subscriber in the building as well. Appreciate that. Looks like it's Rob Zen08 just subscribed. Appreciate that. Again, man, I appreciate all the numbers and everything like that, because obviously this is obviously a big topic. Because, again, as you can see that JD Sports is closing stores, which are closing their Hibbett stores, and then Nike them is filling it. I mean, sneakers are not where they once was. In fact, during my last tattoo session, which I want to say was last month, need to schedule another one, but homie was talking to me. He's into sneakers. The guy who does my tats, and they were like, yo, what's been going on with the sneaker market? But I ain't heard too much about it. He's noticed that things have just not been on the same thing. And one thing that we've been covering a lot is the tariffs. Now, where did the tariffs come? You know what I'm saying? We had a new administration take office last year, and we had to anticipate there were going to be some changes, you know? And I didn't think it was going to be like this. You know what I mean? I'm going to just leave it right there. But So there's another 174 on the chopping block. So as you can say, this is the UK-based retailer. They bought Hibbett's in 2024 and a deal that valued at $1.11 billion. So keep in mind, they just bought them a couple years ago, 2024, 2025, 2026, and now you're closing stores. They're closing 61 stores, and they're anticipating to close another 175. Rough math, that's easily going to put us in the 200s. You know what I'm saying? And that means more people either going to get transferred to a different job or possibly could just be losing their job altogether. And it's not just in the sneaker world. It's across the board, man. No matter where you go, things are just absolutely positively not the same. Even where I work at, man. Every week, every day, somebody's hitting us with like, hey, we're trying to find a way where we can cut here, save here. And hey, everybody's nickeling and diming right down to the groceries. I hate to say it, man. So people got to obviously make their best judgment when it comes to spending their bread, man. But let's keep the party going. Where we have real quick, Slayer says, damn, bro, 175 more stores. That's crazy for real. It is. And this is my thing, too. I've never been a fan of when stores would do this. Like, I worked at a department store back in the day where we got a new, like, person in charge, and then they started doing all this remodeling. And now, to date, the store never bounced back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking none other than JCPenney. I used to work there back in the day. But it just didn't hit the same after we got a new person in the chair. And honestly, on paper, it made sense. But you can't when you're a store that's been operating for such a long time and you come in and wreck chaos and make all these dramatic changes, people are reluctant to change. We like to see it over time. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see it happen in the blink of an eye, even though that's kind of been the norm for the last year and a half. But it says the JD Sports Chief Executive Officer Regis Suarez told analysts on the company's fourth quarter conference call on Thursday that the company is continuing to optimize its store fleet in North America by converting and closing more locations. So some stores, they're obviously going to convert them into a JD Sports. Because think about this, man. If you compare JD Sports to Finish Line, it's like apples and oranges. I would say this, as a person who's into sneakers, anytime I go into a JD Sports, I swear I feel out of place because it feels like a young, hip club where I'm like, I just hit a rave or something, you know what I'm saying, respectively. Now, they also own DTLR. In my opinion, DTLR has been excellent and amazing to me. Majority of my pickups have been with DTLR. So, again, they still got a lot of stores they own, too. It's not just this one, right? So, again, Hibbett's is one of those they bought it, and if I'm not mistaken, it was over 1,000 plus stores that they bought. I'm very curious if they're right at 1,000 or under 1,000 stores now as they close more locations, right? It says, while Suarez has been vocal about his plans for the Finish Line banner, which involves converting all physical which I told you, I didn't even have to read this. It's kind of like I'm living it in the moment. But it says involves converting all the physical locations to the JD banner except for the shop ends at Macy's. The CEO hasn't said much about the Hibbett's, that Alabama-based retailer the company acquired in 2024 in a deal valued at $1.11 billion, which this makes sense where me and Dunks, right, where we grew up from, to keep it 100, we knew about Foot Locker, but our go-to store has always been Hibbett's because it's based out of where we grew up from. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wild. It's crazy just to even see them going like that. Let me keep the party going on here. Manny with the Kick says, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm a firm believer in that too. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But some people like to make change. And if you are going to make change, you got to roll that stuff out slowly, man. But what I'm assuming, they saw number changes, this and the third, and they were like, all right, we got to make some dramatic changes here. And then you moved a little too fast. You know what I'm saying? But think about this. The last plan we really heard, they were planning on converting the Finish Line stores and putting them inside the Macy's. But I haven't heard too much talk about that in years? Period. You know what I'm saying? But it says, now future plans for the Hibbett's banner are coming into focus. Suarez noted on Thursday's call that the company acquired store impairment changes of 28 million pounds in the fiscal 2026 related to the optimize of the Hibbett store portfolio. We continue to maintain and discipline focus on store productivity with actions taken to close smaller stores in underperforming locations and prioritize new larger stores in locations with stronger sale productivity potential, the CEO said, right? It says, this means, right, and I'm glad we kind of break this down because I'm like, what did I just read, right? But it says, this means JE will be slowly lowering the volume remote stores that carry a legacy sporting goods offer, which are not aligned with the group's strategy, Suarez noted. And its optimize has been already begun as of February 2025. So again, they've been doing this since last year. And think about it, if we would have known, I would have went live and reported about it point blank period. But to be honest, we didn't know about this until now. But obviously, what's done in the dark eventually always going to come to light regardless. You know what I mean? But let's keep going. It says the start of the physical 2026, there were 999 Hibbett locations, right? By January 31st, 2026, at the end of the physical year, JD noted they had 982 Hibbett stores in the portfolio with 61 closures and 44 new locations. So think about this. Remember when they acquired it, I want to say it was a little over 1,000, as we just literally just read. Now they're down to like 982 stores. So they're making some moves. You know what I'm saying? They cutting where if I had to guess, if this is me, I'm not no businessman or business savvy or anything like that, but probably the underperforming stores, they're probably like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point. Hey, if it's costing us money to keep the lights on and it's not bringing it back to at least break even, they probably got to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? It says, real quick, we're going to wait on this joint. It says, looking ahead, Suarez told the investors that in physical 2027, the company will be commemorating a program to raise Hibbett sales productivity by the further optimizing its store footprint. He says, we will see the beginning of the closure of the stores in North America. And where we at real quick, it says 175 stores will probably be around 3 years, he noted on the call. So again, this could be something that easily we're going to see that like brings back up, right? So again, this is going to be a very unique situation in general, because if they're going to be closing more stores, I guess they're going to focus on the other stores they keep open to hope they can kind of perform. And I would have said like this, right? If things get back to booming where they need to be, if I had to guess, they'll open these joints back up and bring them back up like nothing ever happened, right? So we got to hold it down for that. It says, this comes after JD Sports Fashion reported that the net sales growth of 10.5% to 12.7 billion pounds in the physical 2026, up from the 11 billion pounds in the physical 2025. It says the profit before taxes and adjusting items fell 7.7% to 852 million pounds, down from 923 million pounds in the prior year. So again, that's where up. They were up 900 something, then they went down 800 something. Now, to me, I mean, they still doing good. You know, y'all still getting 850 some million, you know what I'm saying? But y'all have lost 100 million based off their rough math here. That's not good for business. I think a business, they always want to see some form of like incline or at least stay steady. But when things start to decline and they have to make dramatic changes like this from the outside looking in. Looks like we got Divine Photos in the building. He says, what up? What up, Divine? What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm going to add you guys on here in like at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to set up so we can start the next topic. I just want to get through this JD Sports and Hibbett situation real quick, because I know what the main topic is, right? I know everybody got their 2 cents of what's going on with the sneakers out, this and the third, but there's other news too we got to get to. So we're going to handle business first, and then I'm very curious what you guys' thoughts is on this one. I'm going to work that one in together with you guys, man. It says, we delivered a resilience performance, achieving organic sales growth of 2.1% despite tough market conditions, Suarez said. It says, our deep understanding of our customers and lifestyle trends give us a clear view of how they want to shop and spend, allowing us to consistently deliver the right products in the right places at the right prices. So that's what they're saying. Hey, in so many words, what I just read is like, yo, we want to, where people are still buying stuff and where our sales are, the stores ain't going nowhere because they taking care of themselves. If the store is underperforming, in so many words, right? Yo, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks to say it like that, but honestly, that's how businesses usually work. Before they just kind of cut ties and losses and cut the whole jam joint, they make cuts and make adjustments where they see fit. And I put that in quotations. Manny says, Divine 100 salute. We're looking at the rest of this real quick. It says, Looking ahead, the CEO said that it expects that the muted market growth in the fiscal 2027 says as such the company is forecasting organic sales to be a flat year over year in 2027 with a like-for-like sales to be down 2.3%. So they're not even anticipating to be up or on the up and up. Usually they would say something positive like, yeah, we down, but hey, we gonna come, hey, this is just temporary, this and the third, but they already talking 2027 numbers, right? And they're like, yo, we don't see how this on. And let's just keep it 100. And this is just my opinion. Until Nike them get back where they once was, the rest of these stores can gonna, you know what I'm saying? Even if these stores make progress and go up, they still trying to reach where Nike downfall is. Nike's downfall, and a lot of these companies never even been to the downfall part on their level. Not to even diss them like that, but I mean, Nike them was, they doing big numbers, and a lot of these stores selling Nike's products. So if Nike products is not moving in these people's stores, then what do you anticipate that's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of simple on that note, right? Where we at real quick? It says, we remain confident that in the JD Group's medium-term trajectory and unpinned by our strong brand partnerships and agile multi-brand model, Suarez noted. For the year ahead, we are focused on further enhancing and optimizing our product offer, customer experience, and store footprint, and delivering a strong cost and cash discipline, and in essence, controlling the controllables. So again, they're being positive, but at the same time, they want to make sure that they got to move how the market is currently moving. One last thing I think I missed real quick before we go to the next topic. It says, profit before taxes adjusted items in 2027 are expected to be between 750 million pounds to 850 million pounds. So, and I did actually read that part, now that I think about it. But long story short, they're anticipating things to go up, but they don't know where it's going to be. It ain't one of those where it's like, hey, man, we good coming next year. We don't know, because at the end of the day, man, I don't know if you guys noticed, and I don't want to go politics-wise on this, but ever since we got the new administration in this joint, I mean, I don't want to be, trying to tell people what we should have been paying attention for, but hopefully this wakes everybody up for the next go-around, dog, how this really affects everybody. At the end of the day, I don't care what we make, man, or who makes what, or who's the billionaire, or who's the whatever, right? Those guys are only as good as the people at the bottom able to support the people in the middle, to support the people that's the top tier, to support those guys. You know what I'm saying? These concerts and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we helping each other, man. We all kind of eat off each other to a certain extent, respectively, man. And I didn't want to go on that rant. That kind of just slipped out. But anyway, Devon says Nike gotta follow the times and not fall behind. This is the thing, right? To be fair, that's been easier said than done for Nike. You know what I'm saying? We asked for this. We want change. What's the word we've been hearing all the time, Devon? Hey, innovation, which is like, hey, we're making changes, but y'all act like y'all ain't really ready to step up for the change. We give y'all the old stuff, y'all love it. Then some of the old stuff, they don't redo it the same way, and then we still give them a hard time. Hey, the sneaker market is a tough critic. Let's just keep it real, man. The average person come to my sneaker closet or come to my sneaker room, they're like, hey, these dope, these dope. Me, I'm like, hey, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're tough. We're not the easiest to please. Devon says, adjust to the new generation. And that's another thing, too. This generation coming up, man, I don't get it, but I get it to a certain extent. They didn't have, we saw Jordan playing and we wanted the J's, and I'll speak for myself, we couldn't get them. So when we got older and started making a little bit of money, we started getting them. And now, the younger generation, we said it best, right? We said this time and time again. What's going on right now, right? The NBA Finals. We can tie this into this real quick, and I'm gonna let you guys in the room real quick. Think about it. Yes, I'm watching the finals. I'm keeping an eye on the joint, but I mean, to be honest, everybody said low-key. Ain't nobody, like, super excited. I mean, it's low-key still. It's better than the regular season, but, hey, it ain't, we obviously waiting to the final, whoever's going to the end. But Jordan, them games were super exciting, right? His games showed that, what he did on the court. You can say what you want to say. We can say LeBron passed him like 100 times, right? But it's the thing. Who the hell, we buy some LeBron sneakers, but who checks for LeBrons? Are we going to check for some Bronnies? Come on, man. This is my thing. And LeBron got a lifetime contract just as well as Michael Jordan. But why we still pulling up for the Jordan sneakers? And at the end of the day, Jordan hasn't played for how long? A lot of these new generation people, they probably, the only reason they probably know of Michael Jordan for real is because of us. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to keep the tradition alive and keeping things going. But if that's not what they grew up on, then they don't know. You know, and I don't want to make an excuse for it, but I mean, that's just what it is. So how can Nike incorporate with the times if, hell, they probably don't even know what the times is? Keep in mind, they're not a young company. You know what I mean? Most of the kids now, you see them in like what? Hell, half of them looks like they're in pajamas half the time, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And I'm going to just leave it right there. But that also brings in where we can bring in those Mind 001s. Those are probably making moves for Nike too. They got the agenda. It's just not moving as fast. You know, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat real quick. Devon says, Nike need to find out what the new generation likes and capitalize on it. That's true, but that's going to be easier said than done. Right? Looks like we got King Midas in the building. Says, smash that like button. Appreciate it, sir. Devon says, just like with today's music artists, these new NBA players aren't generational. Yeah, they're not doing what, no disrespect, man. I love some of these NBA players, man, but they're not doing what Jordan did. They didn't do what Magic Johnson did. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, like, changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. I don't want to see a damn Space Jam with LeBron in it, respectively. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, and it's a thing, too, where I get into this heated battle with people who always come at me and say, like, I always hate LeBron. No disrespect. Yeah, numbers-wise, paper-wise, cool. He doing his thing. But to be honest, I remember when LeBron couldn't shoot free throws, bruh. You know what I'm saying? He was just the big guy on the court. You know what I'm saying? He's got his numbers. He's got his rings. He's got what it is. I respect him, but I mean, he ain't got the moves like Jordan, man. And you know, nobody wants to be, people, what was it saying, right? They're like, I want to be like Mike. Make me like Mike. And nobody says make me like LeBron. That doesn't even roll off the tongue, respectively. And I know that sounds like hate, but I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Devon says, this is why we hold on to nostalgia. Exactly, bruh. Jordan stuff, in my opinion, Michael Jordan is what we call timeless. Michael Jackson, timeless. You know what I'm saying? You can always, quote unquote, redrop it. As long as you don't overly milk it, people are going to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Is LeBron timeless, right? We're going to look back and say he was a great player, but I don't know. Jordan just had the drip, man. I don't know. It's something different, but yeah. I'm going to open up the Discord real quick. We're at the 30-minute mark. We're going to start the next topic. I'm going to have you guys come in just a second. Let me read this one real quick. King Midas says, I buy what I like and I wear what I like. If I'm at the mall and see a pair under $40 that I actually like, I'm buying them. Sneakers aren't about the price tag. It's about what fits your style. And that's another thing we can bring into the hype, the sneaker resale, right? Which it's always there and always going to be there. And I feel like it's back to where it originally was. But in 2020 and 2021, when we shut down and everybody had all this extra free time in their hands, we had a lot of people wanting to become professional sneaker sellers without having a legit Nike account, aka a reseller. And then the hype had been there probably since like 2016, 2017, but it got through the roof. It maximized, and just like anything, that bubble got so tight that it popped. And it went back to reality, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got people like the regular Joe Schmoes that are still copping sneakers, a.k.a. me, versus the ones who were there for the hype. Well, you get a video from them every now and then. And I don't want to throw nobody under the bus, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, and I'm not going to say no names or nothing like that. But let's just keep it real. That's just what comes with the game. And let's see, we got Alex Sneaker Lover in the building. He says, Jordans will always be timeless. Also, all you need to see are highlight reels of Jordan playing. You can't compare him to the new players. This is true, but it's going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And you can watch the highlight reels, but also just kind of like knowing it and getting reminded of what he did. Shattered backboard situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan balled out, you know what I'm saying? And it's a thing too. No disrespect to Mr. LeBron. You don't see him. LeBron's playing older and he is doing good. I get it because I had this debate with my coworker this week, ironically. But it's a thing. LeBron may be playing quote unquote smarter because of his age, but he's flopping all over the court like a fish. You know what I'm saying? On dry land. Michael Jordan balled out. LeBron balled, but if he can get a few extra little points, here and there with selling, hey, he hit me to the ref, or hey, I fell on my own, but no, that guy tripped me to the ref to get to the line to slow it down so he can get a breather because we know he's 41, respectively. Hey, it's working to win the game, but it's not entertainment unless you just like watching somebody fake, respectively. I'm gonna leave it right there, though. I could go. I will never stop. Right? Where we at, real quick? Let's see. King Mighty says last week at the mall. Let's see. Filming for my YB channel. A dude asked me if he should buy a pair of sneakers. I told him, if you like them, buy them. Never let someone else decide how to spend your money. I agree with that. But he just asking your opinion. I get that all the time. That happened to me like last month. Dude saw me, asked me. We chopped it up. He saw that I did YouTube, but I'm like, at the end of the day, buy what you like. But sometimes, me personally, some shoes that I skip and then I see some people with them in person, that kind of influenced me. They kind of motivate me and didn't even know it. And I go back and try to run it back. Let's see. Wild Boy says, only highlights I see for LeBron is him dunking the ball. I don't ever see him breaking no ankles, spin in the air, or shoot the ball facing away from the basket Jordan did. It's apples and oranges. And I know, like we just said, don't compare them. Kind of hard not to. Because if Jordan's the GOAT and everybody's saying LeBron's the new GOAT, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get compared. You got to get tested. You can't be the great or the greatest and have somebody call you out, respectively. Devon says, even one-hit wonders in music have generational songs. That's facts, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all say what y'all want to say about Chingaling, and I'm talking about Chingy. Hey, some of them joints still kind of hit sometimes, you know what I'm saying, respectively. But I did that for Sonny, by the way. But Devon Photo says, look at Lumini D, one song, it's still played to this day. Yeah, that yeah, that joint. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name, but I know exactly what you're talking about because it's a timeless song. You know what I'm saying? I was taught if you do it right, you don't have to make a whole bunch in abundance of music, right? And just like this, Jordan Brandon did it right. It's hard to duplicate these silhouettes now. I'll speak for myself. I can't help but compare them to my J's. You know what I mean? Slayer says, Braun acting both on and off court. Hey, man, it is what it is. But yeah, let's see. We're going to start with this topic here. But let me open up the Discord, see if I can get the stage set up, and then get you guys to come up here real quick because this is going to be very interesting. And I want to see what you guys' thoughts on this. Is this the end of the sneakers app? Which, to be honest, short answer for me real quick is no. You know what I'm saying? I think at best they're going to be making some changes, but nothing really where we should be worried about. But yeah, let me do this real quick. Stage topic, notify everyone. We're going to start a stage real quick. You guys should be seeing this live in action. I'm going to put myself back in here real quick. You guys should be able to come up here, come up and join the stage real quick. Y'all see up on the screen. When y'all come in, I'm going to add y'all in. And then, of course, y'all let me know if the audio and everything is working in here. So it looks like we got good. Boom, boom, boom. So come up to the stage. I want to get you guys' topic and then get you guys' thoughts in here. It looks like we got Sneakerhead in the building real quick. And then One Choice just come up here. It looks like people are coming in up into the Discord. So y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in there. And then we'll keep it going real quick when y'all come up in here. So y'all let me know if audio isn't good, if y'all can hear me. And then where we at real quick? Let's see. Devon says the Nina Sky one hit, one song still hits. This is a fact. Looks like many kicks is pulled up in here. Boom. So y'all let me know when y'all come to the stage in the Discord. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. And if y'all can hear me, then I'm going to make sure that I make sure everything is good. And I'll make sure the chat can hear everybody too. So when y'all come to the stage, y'all let me know how things is popping real quick. If I got to come back out and come back in, because sometimes that's the trick to make it work. But y'all let me know. And then we'll get the party started too, man. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Where you at, Manny? Say something.
Yeah.
Yo, what up?
Perfect.
What up? What up? You can hear me? We good. We good. We Gucci. We good. I'm going to do the other screen real quick. I got y'all up here just for the time being. But I'm going to start on the first topic. I'm just hitting the chat real quick. I want to make sure I started early so everybody that's coming up in here, we're going to be good. One Choice, if you want to join the stage, I see you got your hand raised. I'm going to invite you to speak right here. If y'all want to come up on the stage, this is what it is because I want everybody's opinions on this one, man. We live and direct in here. Let me hit the chat. King Mighty says, I'm a Lakers fan and I still can't stand LeBron sometimes. How you a fan of the Lakers? I get it. You a fan of the team, but LeBron, no, right? Hey, if J-Rod come in this joint, I promise we'll never get off live because I already know we going back and forth. I'm going to say this, Mr. J-Rod, your boy better do what he need to do because if they don't win, I'm telling you, you're going to hate me for the rest of the season. I swear to God, you're going to hate me for the rest of this being in the Discord. I'm telling you because I'm not going to shut up. You know what I'm saying? He says, but at the end of the day, respect is respect. His sneaker line has some real gems. They do, but they still don't. The LeBrons don't hit like Jordans. Point blank period. They just didn't, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have a Tinker Hatfield to the best of my knowledge. Like, and even if they did use Tinker Hatfield to do his sneakers, no disrespect, Jordan got him when he was in his prime at this case. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Devon, about to add you up in here real quick. You should be coming up in there in just a second. And Devon says, real Laker fans don't like LeBron. Hey, well then tell that to Mr. J-Rod, bro. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Respectively, bro. Respectively. Because y'all tell that to him because he thinks differently. What up, Devon? You in the Discord? Let me know.
What's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good? You good? Hey, it's very rare that it comes up first try. Pause. That didn't sound right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We got Rob Zen08 says, if Magic and Barkley had a baby, it'd be LeBron. Hey, I wasn't ready for that one. Yeah, I get you. Maybe, right? It says, but it still wouldn't be the impactful player that MJ is. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, dog, it's apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, it's apples and oranges at the end of the day, dog. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, dog, it wasn't just the fact that he was scoring, right? It's how he got it in the rim, right? It's how he got to it. We saw him go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron came in as a powerhouse. And again, nothing wrong with that, but it's like, dog, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, he, you know what I'm saying? How many times, listen to me, right? I watched some of the game, I'm like, how the hell was that not travel? I see this huge, like, hop step that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I could go on forever, dog. And I've been saying it since he entered the league. So, any LeBron fan, hey, we can go on forever, baby. Personally.
Man, LeBron's a good player, but he's not clutch.
And don't get me wrong, I had none against LeBron. I just have a problem that he took a shortcut by making a super team. The fact that because imagine when Jordan was losing to the Pistons, you didn't see Jordan come say, "Oh, let me go join the Pistons." Since they're beating him, join them.
Valid. Because that's the thing, LeBron. You know, he was with Cleveland for 5 fucking years. He got to the playoffs every time. He couldn't finish, right? Because he's outnumbered. And this also shows you too. Fun fact, no matter how great of a player you are, no one person can beat 5 fucking players that are, if you make it to the NBA and exclude Bronny from this, cheap shot, right? But most likely if you make it to the NBA, they see some potential in you, right? Respectively. So you got 5 guys that play great, and you got one guy who plays better than all of them, but if they're all over you and you're the only guy and the rest of your team's not doing shit, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I mean, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, it takes a team to win a chip.
Yeah, and then that whole big 3 thing, I think, yeah, he did what he had to do. I mean, I get it. It was kind of a suspect move, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, had he would have stayed there, dog, I respect LeBron for this because think about this. If he would have did what like Allen Iverson or Charles Barkley did, it's like you guys are known as GOATs with no ring. LeBron no disrespect, just like KD, you know, Kevin Durant. He had to go get his rings, dog. You're too good of a player not to have a ring, and that's what I respect about it. You know, I'll leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? I'll hit the chat. Let's see. Rob Zen08 says, totally different game. Absolutely. We agree on that one. King Midas says, it's over for the Lakers. We need Luka. And Slayer says, this why Skip Bayless has him at 9. Yeah, LeBron at number 9 out of 10. Hey, I respect Skip Bayless. Like, I respect that. That's sometimes
we respect Skip Bayless, but sometimes his takes can be outrageous.
I mean, you know, he still got to do what he got to do for the media. He still got to sell the extra sales and get the, you know what I'm saying? If he don't say nothing outrageous, then, you know, ain't nobody going to watch it. You know what I mean?
I agree. He's more of a shock jock. Like he'll just go against the grain intentionally.
Yeah, he behind the scenes. I bet when the camera's off, is like, man, I really do like him. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like also with what Stephen A. Smith. Same thing. Like me and my dad, we feel the exact same way, bro. Like to be honest, I get it. He entertaining, but honestly, about ready to cut his ass off. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
I mean, we call him Stephen A. Snitch.
Yeah, that too. I never forget. I was thinking about this. I was actually talking about this with my dad on Thursday, right? I was like, remember whenever LeBron went and stood up to that dude and he was like they was about to throw hands? And I was like, yo, I know he wasn't gonna do nothing, but this is the part that upset me. The next day, he gets on media and says, like, yeah, if he would have hit me out at XYZ, I'm like, bro, LeBron is like what? You know, I was gonna say in inches, but that was gonna be a pause moment. But LeBron is how taller than you? It's like, dude, and this is the thing. You're waiting for him to hit you. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know LeBron like that, but I'm like, you one hitter quitter. He's gonna knock. You're not gonna retaliate. He's knocking you out within the first punch, dude. Stop playing.
No, he wanted LeBron to him because that's a lawsuit.
Yeah,
that's
well,
a lawsuit right
yeah,
there.
that too. Yep. You're right.
Yeah, it works every single time if you can bait an NBA player to hit
I'm
you.
not gonna go and free money.
Yeah, LeBron. I'm glad he thought that one through, respectively.
And so what? Everybody was saying Bronny's whack. I don't know why LeBron is mad. I'm like, everybody that watches TV have a good idea. Know that Bronny's not a good player.
Look,
Come
man,
on.
Hey,
He's only on the Lakers because of his pops.
and I respect that, right? It's no different than, and I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but let's just put it like this, right? Let's keep it 100. There are several jobs where, and this happens all the time, where you get the job because, hey, my daddy works here, or my mommy works here, or hey, my husband works here. Same. And let's just keep it 100. LeBron knows, and this is the same thing that me and my dad said. The minute LeBron steps down and retire, they're gonna keep running around for like what, another year or two and cut his ass. Respect if he don't step up, respectively. You know what I'm saying? But as long as LeBron stays active, they're not gonna do anything because LeBron's still bringing in numbers too for them. You know what I'm saying? So like, as long as his dad stay working, Bronny's got a job. You know.
And if you see too, like his other son Bryce James, like when he's on Arizona, he didn't even play a single game. Look at that. He didn't play a single game.
Hey.
Like,
I mean,
what does that tell you? What does that tell you? He ain't that good.
That too, but at the same time, I want to say this: these cats can't help who their daddy is too. You know what I'm saying? Like you born into it. I respect it, but at the same time, I'm not blind to it either. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I'm saying? Let me touch the chat real quick, and then we're gonna start on the rest of the topics, and then we'll wrap this joint up here within like 15 minutes or so. But it says, Alex Sneaker Lover says, at the end of the day, the NBA is a business and the popularity is falling off. I have less interest in the playoffs as years to go by. Why do you guys think the NBA needs to get our interest up? Because their numbers probably not where they want them to be. You know what I'm saying? Numbers are down across the board too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about us watching it, but also the people pulling up in the seats, buying the tickets. That's important too. And I also don't like it. Some of this stuff been cut to like these other paid platforms when we used to just having it on regular programs that we've already been paying for years. All these little changes and stuff like that makes a dramatic difference. Cause I'm like, dog, I don't want to pay for, I like watching this and this and this and this. I got to have a different description for each and every last one of you mother truckers when all I used to have to do was cut on the damn remote. Come on, man.
I want to give an example too, like back in the 80s and the 90s, right? You see how there were other sneaker brands that was being promoted. Like when Magic was playing, it was all about Magic and Birthday. It was all about the Converses. But when Jordan came, it was obviously Jordans, and then you had the Penny Hardaways, you had the Scottie Pippens, you had the Gary Paytons, and you had the Jason Kidd sneakers. I'm like, all these players were being promoted, and that's why Nike basketball was popular as it was. Like when Nike spent in the 2010. So hard promoting LeBron, it's like, and you forget about all these other players that have shoe deals too.
True. Because there were other people that had definitely deals. It was other sneakers that was popping off too. Remember, like, one Grant Hill? He was with like Fila, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Grant Hill, and then You also had the Ewings, the Patrick Ewing shoes.
Yeah, I remember them joints. I never had a pair, but I know like them Grant Hills. I'm almost positive I had a pair. I can't. I was a little kid though, so it's fuzzy, respectively. You know what I'm saying?
And also you had remember the Shacknosis.
Yeah, I remember the Shaq joints. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never. I didn't want a pair of those, respectively though. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. Let's see. Slayer says the media glaze on Bronny is diabolical. Yeah, he gets a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they had to know that was coming with the game, man. Let me start with this article real quick, and then we'll do the update on this joint. But the break-in that just kind of broke out like what, yesterday or May 8th, right? So which was yesterday. It says Nike may be giving up on the sneakers app. It says the org and the people behind sneakers were obliterated yesterday, and they put that in quotations. It says the former employee said following the company's decision to let go of nearly 30% of its staff. It says, we solved real problems. We solved scale problems that no one, and they got that in all caps, in the industry was solving while bringing a genuine voice, citing the culture of the streets with the sports lifestyle and bringing light to the unique stories that associated with them. So my thing is this. I get that, and this is what the person that used to work there. Now, I want to say that I don't know if you guys are actually watching the stream, but the people that are watching the stream, there's Stacy, the Vano chick, who actually pointed this out there because she worked there. So I get it. She cares about her job. But this is the video I was talking about right here. And I don't know if you guys are watching the stream or not, but this homie right here, I seen this. This dude posted this like April 29th, right? She just posted her joint, what? This was posted 5 days ago as well, but he posted his like over 9 days ago. So he was one of the people that actually was on the team. I actually watched this video. I don't know why. It came across my feed, and I was intrigued by it, right? But he says he got laid off from Nike, and this is what it means for the new channel. So basically, he's saying he's about to put all his time in there because he was usually helping Nike, but he was doing behind the scenes. So I'm assuming, right, allegedly, this guy, Bray Gray is his name, right? He has he has 13,500 subscribers, right, and counting. This guy was actually the one who kind of, in my opinion, I'm not saying he was the first one, but I'm saying this is the first one I seen speak out about it. And I was like, yo, all right, cool. Just him, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even last thing I was thinking about, and then you see hers come. Think about it. He's 9 days, she's 5 days. So 4 days later, right? Rough math again, you hear more people speak out. Because I'm like, think about it. If I'm not mistaken, if they got the sneakers app was like on on iPhone, but it's also on Android. But I'm assuming they cut the Android joints first. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But let me read through what she has to post real quick. And I want to give you guys 2 cents on this right here, if you don't mind. But he says, sneakers was a real pivotal and dream part of my career, and it just died, right? Her words, not mine. It says that's org, my bad. It says the org, which is short for organization, and the people behind sneakers were obliterated yesterday. We saw real problems. We solved the scale problems that no one in the industry was solving while bringing a genuine voice, citing the culture of the street while the sport lifestyle and bringing light to unique stories that resonated. Every Saturday morning, there was a DDoS attack. Now, right, this is where you guys, like, don't call me a nerd because y'all know I do IT. But for the people who don't know what DDoS is, right, that's a distributed denial service attack, like out of service attack type of thing, right? So pretty much is where they abundantly attack you, right? And it hits more than once. Like, it's like it takes down your system where you have no control and they can't do anything until the attack is over, right? There's 2. There's a DOS, which that's pretty much just like denial, like operating service attack type of thing. The word attack is not attached to it, but that's like denial operating system, right? But when it's disputed, that means it's more than one. So they're hitting Nike all across the board, meaning website, cool. Y'all doing it here? We attacking here too. You guys doing it on the sneakers app? Cool. Y'all got other little ways you're trying to block us? You can't block us. So this whole, like, they're fighting against bots, this, that, and the third. Nike them should have been doing that, bruh. But again, nobody takes IT cybersecurity until they actually been involved in one. And I see you, King Midas. He says smash that like button. So yeah, that's that right there. Just a little 2 cents. That's my feel, respectively. although I love sneakers. It says, where sometimes 100 million users would be trying to get their hands on one of the 5K total pairs. Insane new problems that had never been solved before. All of this was happening while developing a unique brand voice driven by the whole org, which innovated and voted on what we would build next. And then the physical product development to the leverage that creativity across boundaries. I had started on sneakers the Monday after the Friday that they had let go nearly 30% of the company. Sneakers transformed and saved Nike. Is this true, right? I've seen people, when did I sign up for sneakers? I want to say it was back in 2015, 2016. Now, when it originated, I can't remember, but I feel like I was late to the game because I was still pulling up waiting in line. And then before you know it, when sneakers app started taking off, all the other foot stores started making you have to sign on through the app. You know what I'm saying? Because the demand was crazy and it was there. So I seen this happen and I lived it, but I still don't remember the exact date. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? It says we read that part. It says the innovative spirit and the magic in a bottle. Nike failed to keep that investment and the people who made it happen. We had completely changed how digital e-commerce can work and the nature of the brand storytelling, which that's kind of cool because you can go to sneakers app. They had in the description what it is. They had little videos. I think they wanted sneakers app to be like a real true like social media app, but it was no way we could really talk to each other. So that kind of limits that too. You're posting stuff, you're doing cool stuff, but we can't really talk to each other. And this is where you get sneaker YouTube. You get people posting on X. You get people posting on, what's the Instagram joint? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, makes sense. He says, I can't wait to watch or even be a part of the future documentaries and stories from those days. For now, let's try to bring all these fine people who were affected to a new home to leverage their craft, style, and perspective and brighter lights of this industry. So this is the one that's kind of floating around that kind of broke the internet. But like I said, before her, I saw old buddy over here, but he was much nicer with his approach than hers. And she wasn't mean, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So in the latest update on this joint, I would think I have that pulled up as well. But again, this whole it set off this whole chain of command where all the other sneaker YouTubers like, hey, this is the end of the sneakers app, this is the end of the sneakers app. I don't want to say it's the end. What I want to say, they're probably about to go through some changes, and it's probably going to be some dramatic ones because I don't know if you guys notice, and I'll speak for myself here, and you guys can go down the lane. I haven't been able to hit on the sneakers app. Like, I bought one sneaker off the sneakers app, last year, and I think that was the Diamond Turf joints, if I'm not mistaken. Any other shoe, I haven't been able to hit in at least 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, what do you guys see me? I either pull up on the, the E4L, right? Or the EQL. I feel like a lot of people have been saying that's the new wave, right? The EQL joint. And it may well be where you charge a fee. If you hit, they charge a card if you don't. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think the wave is? Like, is this something that you feel like people are kind of running with it? And we do got an official statement from the sneakers app, and I'm going to kind of cover that next. But you guys sign off. Let me know what you think. I just want to make sure I covered that real quick. And then, to be honest, I think it's too soon to tell. But, one person jumps out the window making a video. Everybody else got their 2 cents too. You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick? Go ahead, Devon.
I was gonna say sneakers app, even though in my personal opinion, it's not gonna go anywhere. The only thing they need to make a lot of improvements, especially on how they do their draws. Because honestly,
Facts.
if you do a 10-minute draw, you give people time to buy. To buy, like they should have learned that from when the Reimagined ones came out in 2000. What was it? 2020? Was it 2021, 2022? And they said it was 500,000 pairs.
2022, but go ahead. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said it was like 500,000 pairs, and then when people got in line, not one single person hit.
Yeah, this is my thing too. Not to cut you off. They need to learn from that, but I get it. If you leave it open, you give more time for people to enter, but you give more time for people who's going to do what they're going to do too. But think about this. That denial of service attack what it is, you don't realize it. You're a part of it too. Because one thing too that you notice whenever you got there's 5,000 sneakers, you got over 100,000 people is trying to enter for the raffle, right? We're all bombarding this at the same time, and I don't know if you noticed. Like we go to Sneakers app right now. I bet you we have no problem searching, looking, shopping, doing whatever we want to. When everybody's all there on at once, and then you got the botters on there too, what happens? Your shit takes forever to load up your information. Or hell, if you're not logged out. You know what I'm saying? It's been times where I'm like, yo, the joint stay logged in 24/7. The minute I want to enter this shit, I gotta re-enter all my information.
Yeah, and they can't handle like the certain. They can't handle the server especially with. But for example, like Nike was sneakers that was all about the numbers. Because if you look at the end of the year of each year, right, you see the number of people that enter for Travis Scott's, and they show you the numbers, and it's like Nike put up more numbers than actually hits on sneakers. Because like a million entries and nobody hit.
Right, that's my thing. A million entries, dog. At least give me, and it's still a stretch, but like, hey man, at least let me see like at least 100 some people get something. You know what I'm saying? At least 100. You know what I'm saying? Because they drop more than 100 pairs. They do low numbers, but I'm like, dog, there's been times where like, hey, this Travis going to be mass producing. You still can't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get started on the whole, what happens to his pairs that are exclusive to his site. I'll leave it right there,
Yeah, and that tactic that Nike's doing, they need to stop that. I'm like, stop making pairs so sacred, as if they're limited. Like they did that with the rejuvenates, like this, like last year, they tried to make them so limited so that people can actually have FOMO over them. The same thing what they do with these Nike mind slides when we all know there's more pairs out there. I mean, why they have to do it every 2 weeks? Like come on, we know you got more pairs.
Yeah, because they're making them joints around the clock, dog. Respectively.
Yeah, even a Nike employee told me. He told me he thinks by the summertime that you're gonna see them sitting around by the summertime.
Hey, as long as I get I just want one pair, man, because I know I can make my joints last. But yeah, I could see that happening. You know what I mean? I can see that happening for sure.
Yeah, but Nike, they need to learn from this and make the at least make the app better. Like give people a chance to just do the whole pre-order system.
Yeah, give that a shot because I feel like that'll work too. Pre-ordering where people who really want it open it up for a while and then all right, cool, you get your joints. And they've done that. Like, let me clarify this. Like, I feel like that's kind of one of those. If you look at how the Undefeateds were released, you know what I'm saying? Everybody hit on that like EQL system, and they say you're not gonna probably ship out for like 30 days. I'm cool as long as I know my pair coming, respectively.
Yeah, they did that with the Kobe's. They did it with the Kobe's too, but honestly, the Kobe's that we don't care about, the Kobe 3s.
Yeah, true.
They did a pre-order system where it's like, come on, man, just try that with a joy and just to see how people would sign up.
Exactly. Let me hit the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna touch Nike's response, and then we'll keep the party going from here. But it says, let's see. Alex Sneaker Lover says, unless it's a GR, it's impossible to hit on the Sneakers app. I've had some luck, but yeah, it's easier said than done for sure. And looks like we got Wild Boy SK says, depends on the shoe. Usually I'm doing JD and Snipes for EA, which that's early access to the best of my knowledge. Then Foot Locker, Champs, and DSG, which that's Dick's Sporting Goods. Pause on that one. For the raffle, I usually hit before Saturday comes around, so I don't need Sneakers app unless it's super hype. And that's kind of my theory too. I go with DTLR, and then I go with Foot Locker. Knock on wood, 9 times out of 10, I usually hit on DTLR first, so I have enough time to cancel my Foot Locker entry and get my points back. And basically what Wild Boy SK said, I don't really need the Sneakers app anymore. So, a lot of foot traffic is coming less and less with that. So I get that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sneaker app is like last option.
Yeah, it's like my last option for sure. Yeah,
sure. And also too, it's like if you're hitting on Foot Locker, you're hitting on JD, you're hitting on Snipes. I'm like, you really don't need the Sneakers app because at least with Foot Locker, DTLR and all that stuff, they start they show their raffles on Friday, and you get the results on Friday, and boom, and you don't need to go on no Sneakers app on Saturday. Yeah, what's the point?
Facts. That's what I said.
I already got that.
Facts, because that's my thing. How do you guys think? Like, think about it. What? Not this Saturday, but last Saturday, right? I worked my like. I'm gonna be honest, dog. Saturday, I was drained, dog. Think about it. I found out I hit a DTLR. I woke up, hit the mall vlog joint, edit that one, review the joint. I said I'm dropping the same joint. Then I had to do it for the shorts because y'all like that joint like dog. I was like, bro, but it was worth it though because it got everybody seeing that I put the work in. You know what I'm saying? But like, to be honest, the last thing on my mind Saturday was checking the freaking sneakers app, and I think I still checked it when I was live. But I'm like, bro, like I don't really need to check because like, and that's another thing too. The sneakers app still has a select audience because there are a lot of people that's not like us that's like they want it at their fingertips. They don't want to go up and go to the malls, and that's where I feel like this comes full circle and why we are where we are in these times. Let's see, sneakerheads that really want the sneaker, we don't, sneakers app is kind of like, in my opinion, it's kind of like the last resort, right? Then the foot stores, right? A lot of the people that don't want to go to foot stores, they're relying on the sneakers app. You know what I'm saying? So it comes full circle across the board.
I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Polo. I was gonna say the reason why they want to hit on the sneakers app or even Nike app is because with the whole Nike free return. That's why some people they rather take their chances with sneakers than Nike app because they know they can return it easily.
Yeah, or they can cancel. They can you got a cancel window too. I think it's like 4 hours. Don't quote me on that, but
that's a fact. And it's like half an hour.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I figured it was a time frame.
That's the reason why. No. That's the reason why you would see some content creators. They don't buy from Foot Locker or DTLR because you know with them stores once you buy it's final sale.
Yeah,
and with both these it's final.
I mean, but see me, if I'm pulling up to those stores, I want my joint. You know what I'm saying? As long as the pair. What I like about getting in person, honestly, if you were the first one, what I've noticed, because y'all notice, like when I do these like pickups, I'm usually nine. If I'm not the first person there, I'm like number 2 or 3 tops, right? They check your joint, and if it is a flaw in it, they go get you another pair because hell, you pulled up, we'll just get you another one. Hey, if you don't pick the person that's late, hey, you get what's left. You know what I'm saying?
And just be honest. If a person hit on a pair of Travis's, even if they got the wrong size, who the hell's returning that? Nobody. Who the hell's returning that?
Nobody. You right. Facts. Though. Ain't nobody return. If anything, they're like, hey, you're better off, respectively, even if you get the wrong size, you're better off just selling that mother trucker. Not only will get your money back, you get a few extra coins. You know what I'm saying?
Or you can actually go to a boutique and do a trade and go for and trade for a size, and you actually don't really have to pay anything.
Yeah, but you know how that go too. Resale market, let's keep it 100. Those resale stores, I don't see too much content from those guys coming either. You know what I'm saying? Respectively, you know what I'm saying? Because they had a market too. You know what I'm saying? Like Cool Kicks them, and I don't want to say no names, and I kind of just slipped up, but like, it's not just them. If you think about it. How many, and I'm not going on that tonight either, or we'll never get off live. How many resale stores have we seen, we don't hear about anymore? You don't hear
from it anymore.
YouTube. Yeah, they're on what now? That's what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, people ain't.
Yeah.
That's my thing, right? And I still stand on this. If Nike and all the foot stores underneath them are struggling, a resale shop, what are they needed for at this point? Whenever, hell, we can wait and go up there. You know what I'm saying? Even, like, case in point, I'll give you another example. What did Nike just try to do? I want to say this week, they re-released the Stranger Things pack, right? And them joints still set. You know what I'm saying? Respectively.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because honestly, I think people are foamed out with all these foams coming out. I'm like, it's one thing to release the OG, to release the OG. So like when you start going down the color palette line,
Yeah.
no, you're good. No, it's totally fine. No worries.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. And where we at real quick, and then let's see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Wild Boy SK says, I don't do EQL unless I really feel it's super hype, like Brick by Bricks or Travis, and then EQL usually don't want to do no returns. He says, I just want one pair. I can do all those other raffles and cancel them if I hit twice. Store pickup won't change unless you pick them up. So yeah, or they won't charge unless you pick them up. So that's another thing too. It's a little bit more safer doing a store pickup too, because I mean, worst case scenario, even if I hit, it's not yours until you pull up and spend the bread.
And to be honest with you, right? Because usually that's why I never do the EQO pickup, the in-store pickup, because the stores have less pairs. Because usually the warehouse always have more pairs, not the actual store itself. If you really think about it, when it comes to EQO raffle.
Oh, see, I didn't really know it like that. I didn't know it like that. Let me hit one more update. I think we got an actual update from Nike themselves, and then we will pretty much get some final thoughts on this. Unless you can see, a lot of people have talked about this. I'm giving a lot of people some shine here real quick. The Sneaker Dish podcast, they talked about it. You know what I'm saying? All your favorite sneaker YouTubers, they've talked about it respectively. And again, I think this is just in, and I think, Devon, you actually posted this joint right here. Nike has provided an official statement. I saw this in the Sold Out Discord, and I haven't read it yet. I saw it, and I'm like, I just added it to, you see all the tabs I got up here, man. I was like, you know what? I'm going live, and whenever you post it, I'm like, hey, I'm going to just bring the gang up, respectively. You know what I'm saying? But it says, just in, Nike has provided an official statement at Sneakers News regarding the future of the Sneakers app. It says, recent changes to the Nike technology organization combined our Nike app and sneakers engineering teams into one team. The new, and basically, yes, there were some cuts, and they combined. This is how you know, in my opinion, this, what I read already, Sneakers app, no, it's not going away. It's just that they don't need all these extra people whenever, hey, we can do it with this amount of people to keep this motherfucking running at this point. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. And it's been like that, not just here, but across a lot of jobs, right? But it says pretty much the new unified team will be now concentrated alongside business and technology partners at the Nike Philip H. Knight campus in Oregon. The new unified team combines the expertise of engineers previously dedicated to sneakers with the team behind the Nike app, website, and Nike by You, creating one team to better serve consumers, reducing handoff and driven efficiency. So basically, these guys are about to do what, let's say they had a team of, I don't know what the number is, but let's say like they got a team of 100 people running the sneakers app behind, right? Like somebody got together and be like, yo, to be honest, we're going to keep the top dogs. We only need about 50 of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The other ones, what's the point? What's the point of keep paying them? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this whole tariff thing too, I want to point it back to this, right? Off mode, right? When you got to spend money to keep the lights on, you're going to look for ways that where can we cut money and still be up, because we don't really need, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, it will be some of your soldiers that you got to, leave behind. There's going to be some, we're not going to make as many if they're not moving like this, you know what I'm saying? They're doing what they got to do. And I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but that's just kind of how business works. And I'll read the last little part of this to get you guys 2 cents on it. Then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases and wrap things up here for the night. But it says, sneakers remains a critical tool in our digital marketplace strategy, and in the future we'll deliver a launches alongside always on assortments, rich storytelling, and seamless shopping experience, and deeper connections into person events, now powered by a unified Nike app and sneakers app engineering team. So basically what I got from it, and this is just my 2 cents and you guys can chime in, they're going to do the same thing but with less people. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that because some of these people, obviously they were working with them for how long? You know what I'm saying? Now they got to look for another place of employment. You know what I'm saying? And these are people we probably don't even know about if they didn't speak out. It's not like the people that were CEOs or something like that, and then they just get shifted around to the next whatever company is willing to take them because they got a great resume to put together. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my 2 cents on it, but we'll see how it goes. Long story short, I don't think the sneakers app is going anywhere no time soon. I think that's just one of those, the sneaker YouTube community and just the sneaker community in general saw somebody hit the title and ran with it because the sneaker market is down. Also meaning sneaker content is down, respectively, right? That means, hell, a lot of these guys, they're not going to quit no time soon, or they don't want to quit so easily. So what? And I'm not encouraging them to, but hey, whenever some hype drops, they means, hey, you got to strike while the iron is hot, respectively. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they want to do some clickbait.
Exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with these shoes sitting. I'm like, that's how it was before COVID. No, I mean, sorry, before CVID, it was sitting.
Yeah.
Before CVID, and the shoes were sitting, like whatever. Chicago, those were sitting,
Yeah, I
and
mean, it was like that across the board. You know what I'm saying? And then when we shut down, people had a little bit more time. Everybody started paying attention because we ain't had shit else to do because we was told not to go outside.
and the
Chicago's were at
documentary,
empty outlets,
and,
bro.
and the documentary too. When they showed the Jordan documentary, that's when it went up.
Yeah,
That's the funny
exactly.
thing.
Yeah, facts, all facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say I don't think the sneakers app going nowhere. What they're about to do, they're gonna do, in my opinion, they're gonna revamp it, do more with less. I feel like that's their next move. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was the case, hell, and I'm not saying they're not gonna do this, but hell, if if it was an issue, hell, no disrespect, Converse ain't been performing for how long now? Respectably, you know what I'm saying? if we got to get rid of low hanging fruit, but they don't want to let go of the brand, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So Elliott Hill them are trying to make their best educated guess. You know, our best, not necessarily educated guess running back, but they're trying to make their best, business decisions in those positions. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like I said before too. If Nike would just change the comfort of these old classic shoes, I'm like, make Jordan fives, make the sixes, make the fours, make them more comfortable.
Hey,
At
bro.
least, to
I'm,
change the damn technology. We're not change the whole shoe overall. Change the technology in the shoe.
they
Get rid from 1980 technology.
they've been doing it a little bit. I will say this though, if you got some of the hype joints, like case in point, as you guys probably watch, if you haven't watched it already, my weekly sneaker rotation on Friday. No, what was it? Thursday. I rocked my UNLA joints, the not the Ratatan joints, but the fours, those black joints. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. The left shoe broke in. Right, the right shoe, I was like, bro, I'm about to ready to throw this motherfucker across the room. Like it was hurting my foot, bro. The whole shoe. I was like, I don't loose these motherfuckers as loose as I can loosen them, and they still like. I'm talking about like my joint was throbbing, man. People like, hey, somebody said, hey, you limping? I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. Leave me alone. Like, nah, I was hurting, bro. On God.
And, and then that's the thing with some of these shoes too. It's like so some of these shoes were like bricks. Like you look like years ago, like the Laney Five, they were a brick shoes, and even the even the white cement fours, they were bricks
Yeah,
on foot.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases and wrap this joint up here, man. But I think we got the point across here, man. I don't think it's going nowhere, but they are going to make some changes, and we're just seeing them in real time. Um, only thing I seen like upcoming sneaker releases here, I think, right? I saw this one, the Air Jordan 9 Space Jams. That's a shoe I definitely plan on adding to the radar. Of course, that's one I seen that's kind of floating around. We've seen official images, and if I open up the sneakers app on my phone here, give me like 2 seconds. For next week, we looks like we have a few drops. The Mother Day joints, which they're still available too. They're sitting, which is Mother Day. And Mother's Day is tomorrow, so to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day for sure. But on Tuesday, we got the pitch blue and black joints with blue tile, which I don't know if you guys watch a lot of sneaker YouTube, but this is actually with a collaboration with an actual blue tile. That's like a skate shop based out of like what, South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, I heard that the line was long for that one. Like last week, they had
yep,
a blue top had a long line.
yep. So those joints are gonna be doing some. Then we got the Griffies coming on Friday, the freshwater joints. I think we haven't seen these since 2021. I'm gonna do my best to see if I can actually. I want some Griffies a part of the collection, man. And then Saturday we have the Air Jordan 3, which I think is like dedicated to his experience, basically inspired by his dad. So we have those coming. That Sail and University Red joint, and then there's one called like a Blue Void and Racer Blue. They're calling those the Brazil joints. I
Oh,
think,
those should be under retail, but both of them, especially the Jordan Dad joints, they're already under retail, and
yeah,
that shoe didn't even come out.
yeah, I think so. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised, and that's pretty much what I got up on the radar for that one. And I think the Travis them are supposed to be coming out this month, but I haven't heard too much word on it. If you guys have,
The 29th, and I think it's the 29th because
okay,
like because they didn't want to make it come out the same time as the Nigels.
oh, makes sense because obviously you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to focus on the Travises, and then will take the Nigels for a consolation prize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I do think with the Travises, like even though people are gonna say, oh, it's 100,000 pairs for both of them, but the thing is, the back door is still out there.
Oh,
I'm
exactly,
like,
exactly. If you got the right amount of bread, some of them can leave early. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, then they will leave early, and then what's really gonna be left, you're gonna have crumbs. The jump up is gonna have the crumbs.
Facts,
You're
facts,
not gonna, you're not gonna have it. You're not gonna have a chance.
facts. I agree. Let me hit the chat real quick, and then we're gonna wrap things up here for the night. It says Rob Zinn. He says, "Do more with less usually equals a decrease in quality, and if they can get away with it, skipping on the end product, we will know they will." Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it is. They want to do the same thing, basically do more with less people, dog. And it sucks. And like you said, usually when that comes, you're gonna get less quality because now you're overworking your people, and they're gonna focus on just getting it out there versus like, hey, f what it looked like or whatever, right? Just get it out there. I got a deadline to meet, you know. And then he says, I picked the blue tiles up yesterday. Beautiful. That's what's up, man. I may actually try for them on the sneakers, man. I mean, I like the concept. I like the wings that's opening up on them joints. It's actually a pretty dope shoe. You know what I'm saying? And you know me as a former skateboarder, and this is the SB collect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like them. You know what I'm saying? Respectively.
Yeah, at least with Nike SBs, at least they tell the story. At least they are good storytellers. That's what Jordan Brand needs to go focus on. Take a page of what Nike SB is doing. When Nike SB tells the story, people get hyped for them.
Exactly. Facts. Facts. I agree with you, man. They need to pay attention, and I think they will get it together. It's just taking them a little bit of time. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
And plus, like we've always been saying, it's a horrible economy.
Oh,
It's a horrible economy. Like people are not going to be prioritizing these shoes, and these shoes, unless it goes to outlet. If it goes to the outlet, of course, people are going to buy them. And now that tax season is over, you think that people are going to say, oh, let's go buy a Jordan now? No.
exactly. Yeah, if they didn't move how they were supposed to move, and I think the only shoe that really moved like that was those the Air Jordan 5, the gray joints. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was in my opinion, that was the tax season sneaker, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. It was the tax season sneakers, but then a bit when the dust finally settled, you realize that the sneakers is being on the resale market. It's close to retail, or just a little over.
Exactly. It was
Yeah, because it's under. I mean, don't get me wrong. You thought it was I thought it was a basic shoe until I started seeing people rocking them. I'm like, it actually don't look that bad.
yeah.
Like seeing it in person was a different story.
I think I'm gonna run it back on those for sure, man. Respectively, I think I'm gonna run it back. You know what I'm saying? But let's go and wrap things up for the night. You guys got any final words before we close out the chat? And then I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen. Any final words from the people up on the panel tonight, man?
I would say that I would say one thing though, just buy what you like and stop worrying about what your favorite shoe to things and all that stuff about bricks and all that stuff. Only you know if it works for you. Then nobody can tell you otherwise. It's your feet, your desire.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Buy what you like, but at the same time, I used to be the person that was watching, and obviously I've been doing content for a while, but I watch to see what people are saying too, but I still let my decision be my decision, you know what I'm saying, respectively. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. But other than that, man, let's go and wrap things up for the night. I'm about to close out the Discord, go back to the main page and wrap things up for the night. Appreciate y'all for coming through, getting y'all 2 cents on this joints, man. Always makes it a nice and smooth stream, and to be honest, I think it was actually smooth tonight, and I value everybody's opinion tonight as well, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm hopping off, about to close the Discord, and I'm gonna close out and put myself back on the mainstream, man. And yeah, we'll continue to chop it up for the rest of the night through the Discord, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Let me close the Discord, and I'm gonna put myself back on the main screen. Give me like 2 seconds. Let's see. We're gonna disconnect this joint. And the stage for everyone. Yes. Boom. We're in this joint, and I'm gonna put myself here. Close this. And I'm going to put myself back on the main screen real quick. Give me like 2 seconds, everybody. We're about to wrap things up for the night. Boom. She'll be back on the main screen. So, yeah, man, appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love tonight. I was on this joint for like an hour and 24 minutes, but that's anticipated with when we have the people on the panel, man. And I appreciate the people that pulled up on the panel, giving y'all 2 cents on this one. We covered the end of the sneakers app that everybody's been floating around. I don't think it's the end, but we're about to hopefully see some changes, hopefully for the better, right? And also, we talked JD Sports quietly closed 61 Hibbett stores, and they're anticipating to close more. So other than that, man, I'm going to wrap things up for tonight. Smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, so I'll be back live again on Monday. Sign up for the Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Well, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we'll be chopping it up in the Sold Out Discord. I'll see you guys again on Monday. And yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hope my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.